Hello everybody, it is I, Treasure37, and this is Battlefield Hardline. I got into the closed beta of this, which is going on right now currently, and it's quite fun. I've been playing it for, I guess, what is like 7 hours now. I just got some gameplay footage behind here. I know it's not the best gameplay, but I am sorry about that. Right here I'm running through the transport helicopter, just trying it out. But anyway, guys, since I've been playing this for a little while, I thought I would give you my impressions of it, since there are a few things that I've noticed of it that I'm not too happy with, and there's several things that I am happy with as well. So, let's go ahead and start this off. I think we're going to start this off with the bad things first. So, let me just pull up my text file, because that I took notes in. Alright. So, bad things first. We're going to start off talking about vertical combat. I know this game was based mostly around infantry combat, and I know it's a city setting, so vertical combat is a huge part. But I do have to say, enough is enough. In this game, I feel like I still enjoy the game, don't get me wrong, but I feel constantly exposed from tops of buildings when I feel like I should be in cover. So vertical combat is a little much in this game, but I'm sure at least in this map, I mean. I'm sure that there's going to be other maps that it's not such a problem. Alright. Second, and this is probably a thing that lots of people are going to agree with me on, and that is the balance of weapons and classes within Battlefield Hardline. I have found, mainly with the assault class weapons, at least the M16 and the AKM, feel very accurate and very reliable at all ranges. I feel like you can just take anybody out with them really easily. And so it kind of gets to the point where you feel close to useless using some of the other classes and weapons. Not that you can't do good with them. I mean, I do enjoy playing with other things. I enjoy sniping, and I really like the shotguns, or at least the sawed-off shotgun, the support class. But it does sometimes get to the point where if you're not using an assault rifle, you don't feel like you're doing the best you can be doing for your team. Also, you've got things like some of the gadgets, like the survivalist, which is really quite overpowered. Being able to revive yourself. So that's not really something that is very appealing in this game. Alright, then you've got other overpowered gadgets. Like, I'm not a fan of the riot shield. I just wish riot shields would stay out of Battlefield. Mainly my problem with them being that they block bullets, and that gets kind of annoying when people charge at you with riot shields. So, I mean, I've done it before, and it's quite funny. But, yeah. So some things like that. I like the grappling hook. I like the zip line. I like that kind of stuff. I've not tried out the taser or the gas mask or anything like that, but there's a couple things in those gadgets, like Survivalist and the riot shield, that I'm not a fan of. Alright, moving on. I'm going to talk about the game modes. I like Blood Money. I mean, I like both of the game modes, but I don't feel like they are at their best potential. Heist is really easy for the criminals, because basically once they get the packages out of the first area, they just charge over and they instantly take one site, because there's no there's nothing they have to do to get it in the car. They just have to get it there. And as long as they take B first, they automatically win, basically, because it's really easy for them to take A. In Heist, Blood Money's good. There's a few flaws in it that I think I would blame on map design more than the game mode itself. Such as people camping on top of the roof with a money pile and just being able to snipe into you. And there's no cover around the money pile. But that's not the hugest deal. That's not as big of a deal as the problems there are with Heist. Alright, so we have... Oh yes, a few of the other things, graphical, not as big of issues. I think that covers most of the actual fundamental gameplay issues that I don't like. Other than the game feels pretty much like Battlefield 4. But the sprinting animation makes you feel like you're a turtle. You don't feel like you're moving at all. and the character models look like they were made with the Source engine. They do not look like Frostbite character models. I hope they turn that up. I just don't think graphics in this game in general look as good as in the normal Battlefield games. Might be on Visceral for not being used to the Frostbite engine, I don't know, but yes. Alright, I think that's about all for the bad stuff. So there's a few things in there, but on to the good stuff so you can hear the good impressions I have of the game. The game is very enjoyable in itself. There's a lot of fun to be had. Guns feel pretty decent, pretty well. Feels like Battlefield guns. There's a couple of guns that are over accurate, but other than that, the guns feel pretty good. Suppression's not terrible in this game. It's there, but it's not terrible. But one of the things that I do say is good, the vehicle combat in this game is very, very good. It's very good with this whole small arms damaging vehicles. That's very nice. It feels nice to be able to kill, as I'm doing here in this clip, to be able to kill cars with your M16 or your AKM or whatever gun you happen to be having. There are things about the cars, like some of the cars. Right now, you can't shoot through windshields very well, at least driver's side windshields. So that's a little frustrating, but other than that, they feel pretty good. So we've got the lack of grenade spam, which, in my opinion, is very good. I hope it stays this way. I hope they don't go down Battlefield 4 route and put 15,000 grenades in the game. So I hope it stays like this. I like the M67, and the tear gas is okay. It's kind of annoying, though, the tear gas not having much of a particle effect and stuff. But then I like the choice of weapons, just because that's just a personal opinion on the weapon choice. But anyway, obviously I don't have as many good things on the list here as I do bad things, for the simple reason that it's much easier to notice bad things than it is to notice good things about the game. I will say the game is very, very enjoyable currently. It's a very fun game, so I would definitely recommend trying out the beta if you haven't been able to. It's pretty chaotic, but it's fun. It's fast paced. It plays like a Battlefield to an extent. It feels like a combination of Payday and Battlefield, to be honest, but it's fun. So I would say that's an overall opinion of the game. Now that I've given you my impressions from 7 hours of playing the game, as I said, I really enjoy the game, but I feel like it should be a DLC or a mod for Battlefield 4 rather than a new game entirely, because it feels so similar to Battlefield 4. Most of the aspects of the game are really, really similar. There's not a whole lot of innovation in the game, but it is still fun, and it still does play better than Battlefield 4 does. So, and I do like the infantry combat stuff, so I think it's worth playing just for that fact. I hope it's worth the $60, but I don't know. But anyway, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!